Let's take a look at the Profile and Permission Sets report. It's easy to use. You can log into any Salesforce org over here at right. It can be production, sandbox, OAuth endpoint, whatever you have, and click the launch button below. Now the first time you do this, it can take a minute or two to download all of your profile information, especially for a big org, but pretty soon you'll come here to this reporting screen. All of the different reports we offer are shown over here in the list at left. So right now we're looking at the Profiles versus Apex Class Access report, and that report is previewed right here. Your profiles are down the left-hand side and the Apex classes are across the top. The individual permissions are here in the matrix array. So you can preview the report here and select any of the different reports. For example, application visibility, field permissions, object permissions, record type visibility, user permissions. All of the different permissions in your profile are here in matrix format. Underneath that, we have the permission sets reports. And so when you select one of those, you'll see your permission sets down the left-hand side, and in this case, Apex Class Accesses across the top. And we have all the same stuff: application visibility, tab visibility, object permissions, all of the different permissions in your permission sets. Underneath that, we have your permission set group reports. And so when you select one of those, you'll see your permission set groups down the left-hand side, and in this case, Apex Class Access across the top, field permissions, object permissions, all the permissions in your permission set groups. Underneath that, we have the combined security reports. Now what these do is show you individual users down the left-hand side and the true roll-up of their combined security here in the array. So for example, this person, Jennifer Smith, looking at her object permissions for the account, her profile gives her read-only access, but then she's assigned 2 permission sets, and her combined security, her final permissions, are create, delete, edit, and read. So this is a vital security report that's extremely helpful for seeing what your user's actual permissions are in the org. Okay, so when you find all of the reports that you want to look at, you can just check these boxes, or you can right-click and check all the boxes, and then go to the Display Report tab, and you'll see a roll-up of all of those reports in a single big screen. And here with the Export button below, you can export that as a PDF file. This is for compliance, for security, for archive, for sharing, and you can show all of their permissions here on a single screen, so that's a really vital report for any Salesforce org. Let's look at some of the advanced options that are available. The Show Labels checkbox will add labels to all of the assets in your report. The Hide Sparse Columns option will remove columns with no information. The Show Percents option will add a percentage roll-up to every column and every row. You can use Trim Tables to narrow down the number of assets that are displayed in the report. And lastly, you can use Select Users to select whatever users you want in the combined security report. All right, that's a quick look at the Profile and Permission Sets report.